Hello students of class 8, how are you all? Hopefully you all are doing well and hopefully you have understood the previous lessons very well. So now move forward to the next step. So today we are going to start poem 9, that is Nicholas Ney, on page number 106, and this poem is written by Walter de la Mare. So who is he? The name of the poem is Walter de la Mare. He left the school at the age of 16 and took up a job. And while working on his job, he began to write. So he received an annual pension from the government and continued his writing poetry and also fiction and non-fiction and a number of short stories for children. And you know the meaning of fiction and non-fiction? I hope you know well, but लेट मी टेल यू वंस अगैन. फिक्शन मीन्स जो आप अपने मन से क्रिएट करते हैं, इमेजिनरी स्टोरीज, राइट. एंड नॉन फिक्शन मीन्स द रियल फैक्ट्स, ऑल राइट, द रियल स्टोरीज. सो जो पोएट हैं वो उन्होंने जॉब स्टार्ट की थी एट द एज ऑफ 16 और जॉब करते हुए वो उनको लिखने का शौक़ था तो वो राइटिंग लिखते थे, लाइक पोएम स्टार्ट की उन्होंने, पोएट्री करते थे और फिक्शन एंड नॉन फिक्शन स्टोरीज भी लिखा करते थे. सो हेयर इज़ द पोएम Nicholas Ney, and it is the name of the donkey. Through this poem, the poet has explained the description of the donkey and also he has described his bond with the donkey. So now let's start with the first stanza. Thistle and darnel and dock grew there. You can see in your screen and also you can see in your books. So thistle. So make sure the pronunciation must be correct and just listen to it very carefully. It is thistle and darnel and dock grew there. What does it mean? Thistle is a plant with a pretty leaves and darnel is the weeds. Darnel is the weeds. It is also a plant but it is useless plant. Dock is also a common weed. It is also a plant with small green plants. So where are they? Where are these plants? These plants are near a bush and a bush in the corner of May. सो इन प्लांट्स के साथ क्या होता था, बुश कॉर्नर में ग्रो होती थी. बुश मीन्स हॉर्न एंड थॉर्न. हॉर्न थॉर्न बुश इज़ देयर विच ऑलवेज ग्रो इन द मंथ ऑफ मे. सो इन विच मंथ द बुश इज़ ग्रोन? बुश कब ग्रो होती थी? हमेशा मंथ ऑफ मे के मंथ में बुशेस ग्रो होती थी इन द कॉर्नर. तो उसी के साथ ये प्लांट्स थे. ऑन द ऑर्चर्ड वॉल आई यूज टू स्प्रॉल. सो आई रेफर्स टू हेयर पोएट. आई इज़ हेयर poet. On the orchard wall I used to sprawl. Sprawl means, you can see in the glossary also, to sit or lie with legs spread out in a relaxed way. So thistle and darnel dock grew there on the orchard wall means orchard is a land where fruits are grown, right? Orchard is a land, is a wall, is a place where fruits are grown. Means poet used to sprawl. Sprawl means where poet used to sit and take rest in a relaxed mood, in a relaxed manner. Alright kids. In the blazing heat of the day. What do you mean by blazing? Blazing means shining sun. Means poet used to take rest in a relaxed way in the shining heat, in the shining sun of the day, half asleep and half awake. It means ही वॉज नॉट स्लीपिंग साउंड बट ही वॉज डोजिंग. मीन्स वहाँ पे पोएट रेस्ट करते हैं थोड़ी थोड़ी देर के लिए, लाइक थोड़ी देर के लिए आइज़ क्लोज कर लेते हैं. इसका मतलब ये नहीं होता कि हम सो रहे हैं. इट मीन्स कि वो थोड़ा रेस्ट कर रहे हैं. जैसे विंटर्स में आपने देखा होगा, धूप में, हल्की हल्की धूप में आप जाके बैठते हैं थोड़ा रेस्ट लेने के लिए, रिलैक्स मूड में, बिल्कुल नॉर्मल मूड में रिलैक्स होकर, फ्री होकर रेस्ट करते हैं ना, आइज़ क्लोज करके बैठ जाते हैं थोड़ी देर के लिए. सो वैसे ही पोएट वहाँ पे रेस्ट करते हैं. While the birds went twittering by. Twittering means here chirping or you can say noise made by birds. तो उसी टाइम पे जब वो रेस्ट करते हैं वहाँ पे birds अपनी बातें करती हैं. Birds twittering means आपस में conversation कर रही होती हैं, बातचीत कर रही होती हैं, right? तो birds की noise की आवाज़ आती है, उनकी twittering की. And nobody there my lone to share but Nicholas Ney. So poet is saying that वहाँ पे और कोई भी नहीं होता मेरी लोनलीनेस शेयर करने के लिए. बट येस, one thing was there and that was Nicholas Ney, that is the name of the donkey. So here in the first stanza it means, you have understood well that Poet has explained that the plants thistle, darnel, and dock grew, and in the corner, horn and thorn bushes grow in the month of May on the orchard wall where fruits are grown and where the poet used to take some rest, half asleep and half awake. Birds make noise, and donkey, whose name is Nicholas Ney, share the poet's loneliness. Alright, kids, so in the first stanza, the poet has given the description of the plants and orchard. Now, let's come to the second stanza, and in the second stanza, he has given the description of the donkey, the Nicholas Ney. Alright, kids. Nicholas Ney was lean and grey, lame of leg and old. Means Nicholas Ney was weak and grey color hair was there. Lame of leg means he has defected leg and old. Means अब वो डिस्क्रिप्शन पोएट जो है आपके वो डिस्क्रिप्शन दे रहे हैं निकोलस ने का कि वो कैसा था. निकोलस ने थोड़ा वीक था, ना ज़्यादा फैटी नहीं था, लेकिन हाँ थोड़ा वीक था. And grey hair was there on his body. Lame of leg. Lame means defected leg. उसकी leg में चोट लगी हुई थी, वो defected थी. And old. He was very old. More than a score of donkey's years. It means score means set of 20 years. Means जब 20 years हो जाते हैं, score का means set of 20. So he was old more than 20 years means his age was above 20. He had been since he was foaled. Foaled means born. Born means जब वो उसका birth हुआ था उसके बाद वो 20 years old था. Above 20 years means Nicholas Ney was very weak and grey color hair was there on his body and one of his leg was defected and he was very old, more than 20 years of age since he was born. Alright, kids. He munched the thistles, purple and spiked. Munched means chewing. Chew means eating. So he was eating thistles, the plants, the leaves, and the purple and spiked. Spiked means you can see covered with sharp bristles. It means the donkey was chewing or eating the thistles, the plants, the purple and spiked. The sharp bristles means he was eating the pointed leaves and the purple leaves and the sharp bristles showing at that time. Would sometimes stoop and sigh. He was sometimes bending his head and forward and downward. Means leaves को च्यू करते हुए ऊपर या नीचे वो अपने हेड को टर्न कर रहा था, लाइक ऊपर या नीचे उसको बेंड कर रहा था, बिकॉज ही वॉज वेरी अनकम्फर्टेबल एज हिज वन ऑफ हिज लेग वॉज डिफेक्टेड एंड ही वॉज वेरी ओल्ड. सो ही वॉज वेरी अनकम्फर्टेबल दैट टाइम and turn his head as if he said poor Nicholas Ney. मीन्स उसने अपना हेड टर्न किया एंड जैसे कि वो खुद को बोल रहा हो कि पुअर मी, लाइक ही वॉज सैड. ही वॉज शोइंग दैट ही वॉज नॉट इवन एबल टू च्यू लीव्स ड्यू टू हिज बैड कंडीशन. ऑलराइट किड्स, it means, so here it was the description of donkey Nicholas Ney in the second stanza. I'll repeat for you. First stanza में क्या था? First stanza में the poet has given the description of the plants and the orchard, and in the second stanza he has given the description of the donkey. Means उन्होंने बताया कि जहाँ पे मैं रेस्ट किया करता था वहाँ पे बहुत सारी bushes थी, बहुत सारे plants थे, वहाँ पे मैं रेस्ट करता था blazing यानी कि shining sun में, shining heat में, और मैं थोड़ा रेस्ट करता था, लाइक थोड़ा सोता था, कभी उठता था, एंड वहाँ पे बर्ड्स चर्प करती थी, कॉन्वर्सेशन करती थी, एंड मेरी लोनलीनेस कोई भी शेयर नहीं करता था एक्सेप्ट वन, दैट इज निकोलस ने द डोंकी. एंड निकोलस ने वॉज वेरी वीक, ही वॉज वेरी ओल्ड, ही हैज़ ग्रे कलर्ड हेयर ऑन हिज बॉडी एंड ही वॉज मोर देन 20 years of age, एंड he was eating thistles यानी कि आपके pointed leaves वो खाता था, and the purple leaves, and sometimes he bent his head forward and backward, and he was uncomfortable due to his defected leg, and he was showing his sadness, his situation that he was defected, he has defected legs, so that's why he was not able to eat his plants. So kids, for today it's enough, and I'll come back soon with another part of this poem, and soon we're going to complete this poem, and till then just go through it once and take your queries if any. So bye bye, take care.